Hey, welcome back to this video series about how to do speech therapy at home, DIY style, okay? And in this video, we're gonna talk about how to do speech therapy for 4 onwards, 4 to 5 to 6 maybe. And we're gonna stop at primary school. We're not gonna talk about primary school speech therapy because they're old enough to watch someone over the internet, hopefully, okay? So we're gonna stick to the preschool children. Preschool meaning pre-primary school. If your child isn't talking, you can use the techniques I talked about for 2 to 3 years old. They still work. 4 onwards, this is where you might need to start using more toys. What I love to do is to use board games. Board games are nice because it's a routine, it's fixed, and you just play it 1 round just before you sleep, like I was talking about, 5 to 10 minutes. You can teach from simple sentences to like complex sentences. I'll run you through it very, very quickly. Let's say that your child is playing Chutes and Ladders. Chutes and Ladders, Uno, board games where you need to roll a dice and everything like that. Those are great, okay? So how do you do it is, in the beginning, you shouldn't teach any language. The first task is always for them to understand the routine. And that's the same with the 2 and 3 year olds that we talked about before. You have to establish a routine. A game is a routine. We take turns. So they understand that there's a turn-taking aspect, how the rules work. After that, we can put the language inside. So the first part, what we want to do for language is to talk about who's doing what. So we can ask who questions, like whose turn is it? Mom's turn, Nathan's turn. And then after that, you can narrate what's happening and your child can say the same things back when you do it. You just stop moving if they don't talk, right? Let's say that Nathan rolls the dice. Oh, Nathan rolled a 6. Nathan walk 6 steps. Walk 6 steps. So Nathan walks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finished. Nathan's turn's finished. Whose turn is it? Mommy's turn or daddy's turn. All right. And then you stop. And then because it's a routine, your child wants it to keep on going. So when you stop, you can prompt, or you have someone else, like your other half, your spouse. You might say, oh, whose turn? Mommy. Oh, mommy what do now? What does mommy do now? Oh, mommy roll the dice. Okay, mommy roll the dice. Thanks for telling me what to do. And then what do? You look at Nathan in an expectant way. You're like, and then after that, you're like, oh, 6. How many steps? 6. And then you stop again. If they're still not talking, you can prompt them a little bit and say, mommy walk. Oh, mommy walked 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Finished. Whose turn? Might be daddy, might be whoever. And once you have that routine, whenever you stop, the language comes out. Because if they don't talk, you don't move. And they want the stuff to move. And then once they master that, once they're able to say that kind of stuff, you can start to do things that are wrong, right? So for instance, if you roll a dice, it's 5 steps, you walk 2. You do 1, 2, finished. And then your child might find it funny and find it strange. They might say no. If they don't say anything, you can say, is this right? Is this correct? And then you can show the number on the dice and the number of times you walked. If they understand the routine and the rules good enough, they should be able to say no and say no, 4, no, 2, according to a number. And this is where you teach more language to them. Because it's not specific enough, you don't understand. So that's why you teach. If they're specific enough in their language, the game will continue. It's not only limited to board games. If you can make a routine out of other toys, like Mr. Potato Head, put the arm, put the whatever, and we take turns building one, then that's great. If you have 2 potato heads, then one person can follow the other person making it. That's one way of playing it. There's many, many ways that you can play with a toy to make it turn-based, to make a routine out of it. And when you stop, they have to talk in order for it to continue. That's one of the best ways to teach language, in my opinion, okay? So with that said, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you want to start therapy for yourself and your child at home, please go to agentsofspeech.com/checklist. Download our list of tools and toys that we use for our home therapy clients. And we'll be sending you a lot more updates through email so that you learn the ways and how to do things, especially in terms of mindset, all right? That's it for this video. Hopefully you will join me in our last video of this video series about how to do language facilitation on a basic level when the times you're not doing those table tasks, right? So I'll see you in the next video soon, all right? Goodbye.